Benjamin Lerner, professionally known as Loyle Carner, to whom we award an honorary doctorate. Loyle Carner is part of a new generation of rap artists in the UK whose unique sound and lyrical talent has created an exciting and original subgenre of hip-hop, characterized by rare emotional candor and vulnerability. Loyle's work explores themes of identity, prejudice, family dynamics, and tragedy with signature introspection that elevates the music into pioneering realms of art. Growing up in South London, Loyle contended with educational challenges emanating from his ADHD and dyslexia diagnosis, as well as facing discrimination about his mixed-race heritage. His single, Hate, 2022, references an early age experience at a school career fair where a teacher lamented to him and other black kids about the lack of appropriate opportunities for them, like football or rap. Undeterred by this, Loyle was able to harness and explore his creativity after graduating from secondary school by securing one of 20 spots for a BA acting degree at the Drama Center, whose graduates include Tom Hardy and Emilia Clarke. However, following a family bereavement in 2014, Loyle decided to leave the course after his first year. It was then that he shifted his focus to music. And since making that life-changing decision, Loyle has gone on to release 3 critically acclaimed studio albums, 2 of them his debut, Yesterday's Gone, 2017, Hugo, 2022, have garnered nominations for the 2017 and 2023 Mercury Prize, respectively. He has also been nominated for 3 Brit Awards. Most recently, his All the Way from the Sun tour reached a peak last year when he performed at the Royal Albert Hall, where his set was praised for its earnest energy that encompassed the personal and political seamlessly. This summer, Loyle will curate and headline at All Points East Music Festival, which takes place in Victoria Park and has a capacity of 40,000 people. In addition to his impressive repertoire and industry accolades, Loyle's early learning disability diagnosis inspired him to support teens struggling with the same. And so in 2016, he joined forces with creative agency Goma Projects to set up Chili Con Carne, a series of cookery workshops for young people with ADHD. I'm delighted to ask the Chair of Governors to confer the Honorary Doctorate of University of the Arts London on Benjamin Loyle Carner.
Hello. This is a lot more scary. It's a lot more scary to speak in front of people, I think, when there's nothing to hide behind, so I'm a bit nervous. But yeah, I'm neurodiverse. I have ADHD and dyslexia, like many of you maybe, or many of my peers for sure. And I never really wanted to understand how my brain worked, but I do know that I need more dopamine than the average person or neurotypical brain. I get distracted really easily, and I often say things without thinking them through. Which this is kind of a good example of that, I guess. I remember I was on the sofa at home a couple of days ago, and I remembered I was supposed to do a speech where I found out I had to have a speech, and I promised myself that I would write one down, because I knew if I didn't write one down and have it in front of me, then I would fuck it up. And so I got up off my sofa and I went upstairs to the bedroom to get my pen and my paper, my notebook, but on the bedside table next to my pen and my paper was this book I've been trying to read for ages. So I sat on the edge of my bed and I read the book for a little bit, and then I noticed by my feet that all my shoes were poking out under my bed, so I started tidying my shoes away. But then one of my shoes, the pairs of shoes, one of them there was just one shoe. So I was like, fuck. So I went back downstairs without the notebook, but with the shoe, and I tried to find the shoe and I couldn't find it. But then I found these other 2 shoes that were really muddy, and I remembered I should have cleaned them. So I went to the kitchen, filled a glass of, like a bowl of water, went out to the garden to start cleaning them. But before I got outside, I saw these parking tickets. There's like 10 of them on my kitchen table. So I started going through them, taking photos, getting ready to send them off so I could pay them because they were going up. And then this beautiful thing happened. On my radio, Spotify was doing its thing. You know when Spotify is just playing music and you don't really know what song it is, but it's like, oh, I think you might like this, and it gives you a song. There was this one song that came on, and it caught my attention, and there was this beautiful bit in the middle of it. And yeah, I thought it could be a song on its own. There was like a little sample in there that I could loop, so I started writing to it. And then I just sat and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And then at some point the song finished and I went back to the beginning and I kept writing and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. Then it made me think of what it could be as a music video, so I started writing that. Then I went back to the song. Then I thought about the cover of it and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And I pretty much did that all day. And I would be doing that until someone snapped me out of it or until my girlfriend comes home. She's like, why the fuck is the house full of stuff? Why have you not done any jobs? And the reason I say it, I guess, in that moment I forgot everything, all the worries, all the things I had to do, and all I could feel was this desperate need to express myself because art, music, film, to play is the only thing, other than my beautiful kids, that really can hold my attention and help me finish something. So I'm eternally grateful for this thing that we share, and I'm so, so honored to be, to be appreciated and to be put forward for something like this. I never thought it would happen. I dropped out of uni after my first year, so hopefully I did my mum proud. Yes, thank you so much.